It's nothing wrong with getting burnt out when you post it on YouTube. I can definitely tell you, I definitely have felt the results of a burnout. Normally, when I shoot my videos, most of the cases, I'm normally doing it home and inside my office. But I think I needed to do this video right now to let you know that if you are going through right now any inconsistencies with you posting, you might have to take some time off, like at least a couple days to sometimes maybe even a week. Reason why I say that is because I seen even some of my views. I'm not going to even say some. I end up getting a lot of views on one of my videos. I just took a break and I noticed my views started going up more and more and more, to the point I started realizing that sometimes you got to let your video get time to be able to breathe. When you normally let your video be able to breathe a little bit, sometimes you start to see more traction. Not to say that it's going to always happen. It also depends on if you are in the algorithm with something that people are searching for or they're looking for. And you also letting people know what's going on and how to end up growing your channel. I end up getting more subscribers, so I'm starting to understand YouTube more and more, but at the same time, it still has nothing to do with being burnt out. Getting burned out from YouTube meaning that if you don't have any good concepts or anything that you have to talk about that's going to be helping people be able to get over what they're trying to get over and trying to be more informative, I'm trying to help people out along with you end up growing and helping your own self out by you just expressing what you're feeling. YouTube is not an easy place. I know it's not an easy place, and I feel it. I feel it every time I post. You dread sometimes posting because you're like, yo, I hope I get these views. Getting views all the time don't always translate to subscribers. We all know that. But what happens is when you normally getting a bunch of views, it's normally going to go to subscribers because people are seeing your channel more and more and more, and they're starting to be more engaging. That's the result of you putting up quality content. You got to do quality content, and that's something you do not want to skip. Another problem that I end up having, and when I first started my channel, when I talked about the quality content, this was something that I did not have a clue how to. I didn't know how to create content, basically. I would just start talking, and I had no clue of what I wanted to talk about, and then I just started talking to the point I just started rambling, and I look back at my video, and I was clueless. I was like, I don't have the faintest idea what I was talking about. And I had to understand that in order to do something and get better at it, you need to see your results, see the stuff that you're putting out, see the content that you're putting out, and look over it. I'm not a believer of putting work out and don't test it. You need to see your own work that you put out. If you shoot a video and it's 20 minutes long, you need to look at the 20 minutes. I believe you need to do that till you have it down packed how you need to create your content. That's why I can tell that even when I watch my early videos, it was lackluster. Like if I'm talking, I didn't have a clue of the direction I was going in. So I think that even when I watch some people's videos, when they're very informative, I'm engaged. I'm looking at their video. I might even put a comment in there. And also, I'm looking to go back to that video at some time, especially if I was really entertained by it, or if it really gave me a lot of insight and information on whatever I was looking up. And I feel like this is the way I have to approach YouTube, because you're only going to learn from seeing what other people are doing that's getting the results that you want to achieve. And now my subscribers are now going up. And it's crazy because I started with very little subscribers, still have a little, don't have a lot. But in the last week, my subscriber count went up off of one video, I believe a good maybe like 11 or 12. And that's good. not starting off. I've been doing a nice amount of videos, but what I do is I've been breaking some of my videos up. But now I'm starting to realize now I have to write down my topics, what I'm going to talk about, and then strategize my video and see how I'm do the video. And also sometimes you might have to do a little bit of research if it's something that you really want to talk about, but you not basically have a good idea of the direction that you're trying to go in with that video. Do some research. It will show that when people are watching you, they able to see your video and be understanding and also relate to what you're talking about. And also you can teach people something, especially if you're putting something out that's going to help people. So this is why I understand how you can easily get burnt out doing this YouTube thing, because if you don't have any direction that you're trying to go in, you will end up being lost. You know, you'll be out here on a limb trying to figure out where you're trying to go. And I don't want you to fall off. I want you to be able to grow just like I'm growing. And I want to grow more. I'm a small channel, but at the same time, I am in a learning phase. And anyone knows that's doing YouTube content knows that YouTube is not an easy place. No matter how many times people put out information out there saying that it's on easy, it's not on easy. You look at the dedication that you have to put in for YouTube, you'll see that you shooting videos that's around 15 to 20 minutes long. If you are trying to get a better reach, I would advise that you do at least a good like 15 to 20 minutes. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I think 10 minutes and above is the playing field that you need to be at, because 10 minutes is actually pretty long to keep people engaged. And my last video, I believe it might have been about 11 minutes or 12 minutes, got a lot of views. I believe, I can't remember how many, but it was way more than, it was more than 100. It was about it might have been 2 something, or I could be wrong. I think it might be 300 or something. And it's still going up. I'll check this morning. So I also know that if you're going to shoot anything, also I would advise, from what I've been doing lately, I've been looking up what I'm trying to talk about. I've been looking it up on YouTube and also online to see if people are interested in doing that. That way you're not wasting your time talking about something that no one is interested in. Because whatever you're interested in, everybody else is not feeling the same way, you know. So, and that's normally what I do. I'll go search it, and then when I search it, I look at it, then I see how long ago was this video posted. Some of them was like 5-10 years. So when you look at that, you're looking at the views, but then when you're looking at the views, sometimes you can even go down into the comments, and then you will see, wow, the last time somebody had a comment on this video was over 6 or 7 years ago, and the video might be 10 years old. So just from what I'm seeing, that might not be the best, but hey, who knows? If you have a nice YouTube subscriber count, then it might work for you, but I don't know. But for me, I'm seeing that, and I'm also seeing other people doing strategies, whereas though they're starting to get a little bit away from the copy and paste method of just trying to copy what someone else is doing. Even though we're talking about YouTube, but we're talking about it in our own way and not trying to copycat off of each other. Because what's happening is that I end up doing it early. When I was following somebody, I started using a little bit of their method. Oh boy, it's early in the morning, plus it's cold. And I started noticing that it wasn't genuine on my part. And the reason why it was not genuine on my part was because it wasn't real. You can tell fakeness. And fakeness goes a long way when people are looking at your video. Like, long way meaning that it leaves a long-lasting imprint on somebody when they see your video. And that what they leave with is, yo, I'm not going to watch your channel again. And that reason being, they can read fakeness because it doesn't seem genuine. It just look like you just copy and pasting. You're not even knowing what you're talking about. So I'm basically just on here just letting you know that I understand the burnout, but also taking a break sometimes does lead to being more creative. And that's because you gave time for your body to sit down, relax, unwind. And not only that, I'm realizing now you cannot treat YouTube like it's a life or death. If you're not seeing your views, get better. Look at your videos. If you see some doing better than others, look at seeing what you was doing. You might have been doing something that a lot of people was not feeling. Even watching some other people's videos, I can definitely testify to this. I have watched certain videos that I was not able to get through the first 5 seconds. So I do get it, but I also noticed that some videos you can look at, you can't even get past maybe 30 or 40 seconds of the video, and they have a lot of views. Their target audience just happen to be into them more. I'm seeing now that it's really not worth comparing yourself to other creators. Just try to see what you're good at, but you can implement some of their strategy. Just don't try to emulate them. You get what I'm saying, right? Which meaning you're trying to copycat what they're doing, where their results are going to be different than yours, because not only that, everybody's perception of whoever's watching them is different to others. Someone look at me can relate to somebody. Right now, I'm at work, so I relate to a lot of men and people that are looking and seeing what I'm doing, like, oh wow, he's doing this while he's at work, but he's actually getting it done. But I'm still putting the energy and I'm putting a thoughtness in my video of what I want to talk about, because I understand what it takes to do this. And I also understand that when you get off of work, you are extremely tired in most cases. Me, I don't do a real hard labor job, but I'm behind the wheel. At the same time, when I get off of work, I want to go home, relax, shoot the breeze, play around with my son, and watch TV along with him while I'm scrolling on my phone doing something that really is probably not that important. So I get the work life. The work-life balance does sometimes come into play when you're looking at how you trying to do this YouTube thing. Like, YouTube is not something for the weak. I thought it was super easy. It's all good starting off, but it will sometimes start to plateau out as time go if you're not doing it correctly. And when I say correctly, I'm talking about actually putting more thought into your videos, writing your titles down or the topics that you want to talk about or discuss. That way you're not just making a video about nothing, just trying to get views, because the algorithm's not going to pick that up. You're not doing anything. So I just think that hopefully this is helpful to you. This basically is just a video just letting you know that I understand what you're going through, but I also letting you know that I'm not giving up. I'm never going to give up, because at the end of the day, any hard work that you put in, sometimes you don't see the results right away, but if you keep consistently putting in that work, what it normally happens is you're going to start to get better at what you're doing. And that's the key. Get better. Once you get better, then you start making more spontaneous videos or more videos that are more engaging to your audience. And when I say more outgoing to people, depending on what you're doing. This type of video is not that type of video, not that type of channel, but you get what I'm talking about. So, hey, so good luck and keep up the good work. All right.